What's happening, folks? It's 7:30 in St. John's, Newfoundland, and I am going live for a few minutes. So good to see you all. I mean, there's nobody here yet, but basically, I was doing a clinic today in Newfoundland, and so I was busy working when my normal time to go live was. Oh, that's nice. Elderflower cider, delicious. You can hear the seagulls. You can see the sea over there, maybe a little bit. And boats docked over there, fishing boats. It's beautiful here. I look a little haggard because I am. I didn't realize when I first got here to Newfoundland that it's actually 4.5 hours off LA time. That extra 30 is interesting, but yeah, 4.5 hours. So it's just kind of interesting, and it's a heck of a place. I had a fun time. A lot of people drove from here. This is St. John's, so people drove all the way to Winterton, which is a small town of 400 people, where my friend, producer, music guy extraordinaire, Greg Wells, bought an old church recently and refurbished it, and is doing music shows there and educational stuff, and it's really cool. He brought me out here specifically to do the clinic there, and it's just a great place and a great event space. And I had a really good time. And I was saying a lot of people drove from here, and it's about an hour and 30-minute drive. And they drove both days, back and forth. I couldn't believe it. It was really sweet of them all to do that. It's quite a distance to drive, I just made the drive right now, actually, back from there. So, anyways, cheers, everybody. Welcome to you all.
The only reason I know about kumquats is
I ordered a little food, and I'm just going to hang for a little bit. And chat with you, maybe until my food shows up, or maybe after. Maybe I'll be rude and eat in front of you. How's everybody doing? There's Ryan. What's up, dude? How you doing? Good to see you. There's Steve and Imrock, and yeah. I'm on my phone, so I'm just kind of reading your comments on the phone, which is always a little tougher than the computer, but it's no complaints. Amazing you can do this at all. I should have Greg on the show at some point. That's a great idea. I would love to have Greg on the show, so I'll ask him if he'll do that. Yeah, that'd be really cool. He's a heck of a guy. He's got a great career, produced a lot of amazing stuff. I think he's been working with Ariana Grande a little bit lately, and of course Adele and all kinds of folks he's worked with. Kim Mitchell, of course. It's nice and sunny down in Brisbane, says Jeff. That's good, man. That's good. Go ahead and eat, says Randy. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just waiting on my food. Just ordered some. I'm having a elderflower cider. It's good. Totally unique. Oh, man. So I'm headed back to LA tomorrow. Be there tomorrow night, and getting ready to go into rehearsals for tour with Nick Carter pretty quick. Got a couple of rehearsals at the end of the month. And what's for dinner? It's kind of Thai food here, actually. It's a brewery that I'm at, and they do Thai food here. So nice beers and wine and stuff in Thai. So it should be good. I had some sort of crispy pork fried rice situation, and a salad. So yeah, someone had a big muffler. It was a motorbike, I think, actually. Oh, my food's here already. Looks like I'm going to be eating in front of you. Thank you. Thanks so much. All right, so here's what we got: pork, fried rice, salad. Looks delish, right? Come on now. So I'll hang for a few minutes, and then I'm probably going to split, just because I am knackered and stuff like that. But I never like to miss a Sunday, and at least go live for a little bit, even if it's not the full thing. I hope you guys had a good week. What's been going on? Oh, I wanted to mention while I'm here, of course, the Tim Pierce special is still going on. There's, oops, sounds like a disaster over there. Thank you. Tim Pierce special still going on. If you want to sign up for his masterclass, the link in the video description. I'll have to put it later. I don't have it right now, but if you go to Sunday Live last week, that one, it'll have the link in it, and you can sign up. And let's see, Ian says he's got to go find dinner himself. Anyways, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the link to Tim. So from when he was on last week, there's a link in the video description there. I'll put in the link for this video too later. Yeah, somebody ordered a Thorn bucker too. That's Steven. Nice for a new build. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Reverse zebra, cool. Hope you enjoy that. Hope you enjoy that. Enjoy that. Just reading your comments here. Looks really good. Somebody's eating Cheetos. I'm gonna give this a try. Let you know how it is. It's a food demo. Oh man, it's good. It's nice. You know how Thai food can be sweet and spicy all at the same time? That's the salad. Delish. Man, this is good. Ooh, it's good. Sorry, I'm not paying attention anymore. I got distracted by food. Holy hell. Come on now. Hi, Ben Coombs. Oh, this is incredible.
They moved it.
Wow.
Yeah, they moved it from
Good stuff. Watching Pasadena, says Christopher. Chilling at a bar in Old Town. Which one? Tell us. I want to know.
Actually, Sunterra would be a
I'm fascinated to know which bar you are at. I probably go there sometimes.
So this is you turn.
Oh, this is great right now.
This is the high school, the old high school, and then
Hitting the spot.
you go up and do a roof up here, and then there's the Sunterra. There's one apartment. And then
Dinner with Pete, totally. This is exactly what it's like to eat dinner with me. Right now.
they have.
Just reading your comments, reading the comments. Sir's Reverse Zebra's opposite from Seymour's.
It would be awesome.
That's funny. That's kind of funny. I wonder who's right. I wonder if Seymour's right. Because you would think Seymour did it first, right? Kind of interesting.
You're gonna get stuck at.
Oh man, making you hungry.
Ooh, what seats are we doing?
Sounds. Yeah, it's delicious. So the clinic today was really fun. I did something in a clinic I've never done, which was a bit of a, because yesterday I did my standard clinic where I kind of go through and track a song, record a song, and then talk about, a little bit about mixing and production, and then a lot about what to do with it once it's done, like be it YouTube or streaming or that kind of thing. And then today I asked people to actually bring in some music of their own. We did a little listening, and I made some suggestions. I don't like the word critique. It sounds too critical. But I made some. The clinic was clinical, says Music Life. I attempted to go over some. Well, just listen to the music really, and then just make suggestions on how the songs, from a writing perspective as well as sonically and stuff. In my opinion, because it's all art, right? Could be improved or changed or whatever. In my opinion, it's always. I did a lot of that, prefacing it with this is all just perspective. But it was really fun, and I was impressed how good everybody was. Their productions. It was a wide range. There was some like folk. There was some straight up country. Couple songs were country tunes, really, really good, both of them. A couple alternative rock songs. Really, really interesting. It was a blast. A lot of fun. So, if anybody's watching, thanks for attending. Appreciate it. Have they screeched you in yet? No, I have not kissed the cod. Does anybody know what getting screeched in Newfoundland means. It was, yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't done it. So, just reading your comments here. Everything's awesome. Yeah, like really good. Actually, love it. Yeah, thank you. Great recommendation. So good. Gonna keep eating, folks. Oh, Ben's got family here. That's cool. Chef Jeff says no lobster. It's funny, I was staying in a house last night, and the house, some food had been left there by the previous, it's like an Airbnb style place, I think, that a fellow rents out. And some folks had left some stuff, and I'll tell you what was left there. There's a lot of beer and 2 full-on lobsters in the freezer. It doesn't get more Newfoundland than that, I would say. Lobsters and beer. Yep. What was on the screen during your demo? So when I do a demo where I'm working on the computer in Logic, and I'm recording a song, I like to have my desktop up on the screen so people can see what I'm doing. As far as recording and any plugins or any kind of stuff going on like that. Yeah. Have I seen or heard fiddle players here? They have their own special style. Yeah, I know, they really do. This place has a rich musical history, for sure. What's the temperature, says Steven? It's not warm. It's not cold, but it's, in United States language, it'd be, mid 60s, maybe getting down to the low 60s right now. It was hot today, though. It was nice. I mean, hot. It was, probably 75 degrees out in the sun. But it gets cool at night, and they tell me pretty soon, within a couple weeks, it'll start getting cold. At night. Arthur asks what gear I used here. Brought my Sir Signature guitar. I brought a laptop, UA interface, just a little Apollo Twin, quad Cortex. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Kept it tight. Thoughts on a good reverb pedal, considering UA Golden or Strymon Blue Sky? Can't go wrong with Strymon. The new UAs are great. The new little one, the Golden, cool, bigger one. You can do stereo with that. For sure. I love Strymons. I mean, I love the Flint. I love the Big Sky. So they just make great sounding pedals. I'm doing a video right now for the Brig. Delay, no, not a reverb. But it sounds so good, the new Brig. It sounds beautiful in stereo. It's just so darn good. Really great. Oh man, I'm happy right now. This is delicious. What's that in Celsius, says Thomas? Celsius right now, I'd say it's probably like maybe 15, something like that. 14. Not super warm, but it's not cold per se. I wouldn't say. Maybe it's 16 or 17. I don't know, something like that. Oh, about 19. Okay. I don't think it's 19. I think it's colder than that. Feels like my brain, doesn't work so well in Celsius anymore, although I grew up with it. If I had to guess right now, I would say it's 16, 15, 16. I could be wrong. Maybe it's warmer than that. What are you guys talking about? Let's see, what's temperature in Fahrenheit? Well, I think I don't want to get off. I can't go look on my phone right now to check, because otherwise I'll lose you guys. So I'm only guessing, but it feels like 65 to me right now. 64 maybe.
And like I said, yeah.
Yeah. Nice, nice salad.
I have one more status.
Good, man.
For my credit card, so I just have to pay $10
You guys don't mind if I eat in front of you, do you? I should do a different name for this stream when I'm going to be eating live. Dinner with Pete, number 174.
Oh, you're sending that. I thought you were sending it.
Terrible.
You should just do the two together. Why do I-
Ben says he doesn't mind. Thanks, Ben. Perfect elderflower cider weather. Agreed. Yeah.
I thought my screen cracked.
Reading your comments. Some folks just finished dinner. There's Eat with Pete. Oh, that's good. Eat with Pete, number 174. Yeah, I like that. Fantastic. Oh. I just, yeah, sometimes I touch the wrong thing on the screen here and I lost you guys. There, I'm back. All right.
30C.
My niece are what's making peanut curry for dinner. That sounds good. I love a good curry, man. My time in England has influenced me there. Definitely. Curry's kind of could be Japanese curry, could be, Indian food, could be Thai. I love Thai yellow curry. I can't do Japanese curry because generally it's not gluten-free. It's like loaded with flour. Rob says, love the leather coat. Thanks. This is from Boda Skins. Boda Skins. They make great jackets. From UK. Good stuff. I should put a link in the video description below. So, there's the sea over there. You can hear the seagulls. I'm very close to the Terry Fox monument. Anybody know who Terry Fox is out there? If you're Canadian, you do, and you're my age. Terry Fox is a guy that is legendary for running across Canada. He had cancer and he lost a leg. And he ran all the way across the country. I remember when I was a kid, remember him well. And he was an amazing guy. Raised money for research and whatnot. He ran all the way across the country. And so just a couple blocks from here, it's just down there behind these buildings over there. There's a monument because he ran all the way there from, I believe, I don't know where he started, but, I assume West Coast all the way to about as far east as you could go. And, he was, they had to amputate his leg because he had cancer. He was an amazing cat. I remember when he passed away, my mother cried. He was very upset. She was very upset. And I was really young. It was maybe 82, something like that. So, still a big deal. Memorial run every year. Is that right, Ben? I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah. ESPN did a 30 for 30 on Terry Fox. It was really good. That's cool. I'd love to watch that, actually. There's Carl, first time catching me live. Thanks for all the great years of content. Thanks, man. This isn't the typical show. It's usually in the studio, and I'm usually not eating. But I was starving. I hadn't eaten dinner. Just did a long drive. And yet, I still wanted to go live. So this is our chance, and I appreciate you joining me for dinner. We're dedicated around here. Oh, we started in Newfoundland and ended in Thunder Bay. Okay, very interesting. Wow, well, that's a hell of a distance. Wow, did he really run all the way across Ontario? That's amazing. When I think about Thunder Bay and driving from Toronto to Thunder Bay is an epic journey that not many people make in their lifetime. Most people will fly, as opposed to drive, let alone run. I should know that, but I get a pass because I was really young. I was a kid, so I don't remember his exact journey.
Even the 6-hour flight, I'm like,
Were you eating with the tuning fork to keep it musical? I like that.
no.
That's good. Oh wow, Ben says our high school gym was named after Terry. Ah, that's awesome. Yeah, legendary dude. Yeah. Arthur says he watched the ESPN about him. What an absolute inspiration. That's awesome. There's a statue in Thunder Bay where he had to stop. I think I remember that. No, okay, and remember now the statue. And that's incredible, man. You know, had he been able to, you know, he would have gone all the way. Incredible tenacity. Greetings from northern New Mexico. This is Michael. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Interesting. So did Terry inspire Forrest Gump running? You know, that's a great question. You know, could have. That's it. Maybe he inspired the filmmaker to write that story. That's interesting. I don't know. Good question though. It was definitely before Forrest Gump. I seem to remember 82. Oh wow. Javier, there was a super chat. Thank you, man. You're on the road a ton lately. That's true, man. Regarding SDE EVH preset B3 has a big pre-delay. Okay, I'm going to tell you what that is before it acts normally when I turn off DSP bypass. Yes, that's right. Is this a bug? No, it's not. I actually wondered about that initially when I made the preset. And the thing about it is that the routing, to change the routing to serial, it's got something to do with DSP. That's how they actually are able to reroute the delays from parallel to series. So you have to run it in DSP bypass in order to get the delay preset B3 to sound like it's supposed to. I discovered that by accident as well, but it makes sense when I think about it because the thing doesn't have an analog mixer in it that allows imagine how they're doing that, routing a delay from parallel to series. In other words, from two discrete delays not feeding one another, two discrete delays that are only in the left and right channel not feeding one another, or two delays in series feeding into one another. So you get that that's how you can do the Andy Timmons style cascading echo kind of thing. In order to do that routing, they have to do it with DSP active. So there you go. And you know what? The DSP bypass sounds great on it. So just use it in that mode. It'll sound right. Of course, you can't use it in that mode if you're doing wet, dry, wet. Using it not with the external, what am I trying to say? You know how it's got the built-in wet, dry, wet capability? You're fine running DSP bypass with that. As a matter of fact, I would recommend it. But if you're running it using, exactly like Ed did, for instance, using a line out box or something to feed the center dry, you're feeding the head off the middle, and then you tap a line out to run to, H&H. For those that know the Eddie Van Halen rig know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into detail about it right now, but you have to run it in the analog bypass mode in order to not have phasing or weird cancellation in that mode. So slight limitation, but it's only in one rig instance, in one particular routing instance. So that's an interesting question. Ian's asking if Friedman's ever worked on Dave Manichetti's Marshalls. Not that I know of. That would be I always thought that guy was a great guitar player. Mean Streak, right? I remember Y&T. He was a killer guitar player. Great tone, great attack. Yeah. That's interesting. Rob Pope ran across the U.S. 5 times. That's what Forrest Gump was inspired by. Interesting. Kevin says, hope tubes get cheaper. Yeah, me too. What's the name of the restaurant? I'm not going to give it away in case anybody comes and finds me, hunts me down. Do you know the 2 delayed settings that Andy uses to achieve that amazing halo sound? So that's what we were just talking about, basically. It's a quarter note and a dotted eighth, I do believe, feeding into one another. I'm not 100% sure right now which one Andy does first, the quarter or the dotted eighth, but you can experiment and you'll get that sound. Quarter and a dotted eighth, and it's got kind of a nice warm sound to, you know, the delays, probably a little modulation on the delays, and you'll end up with this beautiful effect. He used to do it 2 timelines, I think, feeding one another. But now he's got his signature pedal. Yeah. Eurotubes is a great place for JJ. I agree. How many folks we got online right now? 162, that's nice. Great to have you guys here. Welcome from Newfoundland. I've almost eaten my whole meal with you. That's how much I love you guys. I just want to join you for dinner. Is that too much to ask? Ian's gonna go find dinner. I understand. Stop by Oak Island, find the Holy Grail. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know about that. What brings me to Newfoundland? So I was here doing a clinic, fairly close to here, but still an hour and a half away because you have to drive around a lot of bays and kind of zigzag. So hour and a half drive, not far in miles or kilometers, but a little bit difficult to get to in a place called Winterton. Greg Wells, who has family history out here and whatnot, and is active in the music community out here. He's a well-known music producer. Spends most of his time in LA these days, but had grandparents that were from out here. He has purchased a church here. It's called Trinity Hall, and it's now a music venue and kind of educational music venue. Great place. It's really cool. He's just kind of giving back to the community, wants to foster the arts here and help, you know, bring more activity and to the island, I think, musically and whatnot. And so it's just really cool. It's awesome. So that's what I was out here doing my clinic. Taught my clinic on production and songwriting and also, you know, the clinic that I do, that I teach out here, for anybody that's seen it, largely based around hopefully trying to inspire people to just create using things like this, like we can do, you know, YouTube and Instagram and all these different platforms to reach people and make fans and connect with people and get their music out there. The first day of the clinic, I tracked a song in the clinic, and then I talk about how, you know, I do it and how to mix and how to master it, and I talk quite a bit about then what to do with it, you know, once you've got a song done, the various ways to release it, whether it's for a YouTube video. It could be for a YouTube video for a piece of gear like I do, or it could be, you know, a more traditional release that you're going to put out on Spotify or Apple Music or something. We talk about all that. And then today I had people bring in music submissions, their songs, and kind of went over, you know, listening to them, asking them how they recorded them, giving any kind of help or guidance I could with things ranging from sonics to songwriting, and also just any career stuff. And it was great. It was a great freewheeling kind of great banter back and forth, sort of loose discussion, and I had a really good time. Besides the timeline, do you have any other delay pedals worth buying? Well, I use right now on my board an STE 3000, and then I have a Echoplex. So 2 totally different delays. Very Eddie Van Halen of me, I guess, at this point. But I have the STEs in the rack. Sorry, it. What am I tired? I think I'm getting tired. I have the SDE 3000 on my pedal board, simulating the original rack units as the way Eddie used them, in stereo, and then I have an Echoplex in front of the amp. So what I meant to say, I think, when I said in the rack, was in the loops of my amps. So man, they're breaking a lot of stuff around here tonight. So SDE 3000 in the loops of 2 PT100s, and that's the way I use those. So. On the last day of the clinic, Pete sacrifices a wild animal. I would never. Although I just ate meat, but no, I'm too much of an animal lover. Just reading your crazy comments. What current band would you want to be in? Say the guitarist quits and you want to replace him. Foo Fighters. If any of those guys ever leave, please give me a call. I'd love to come out and jam. Just looks like fun. Okay. What else we got here? You guys are talking about Maris reverbs. I'm supposed to do something for Maris soon. I like Maris stuff a lot. What show am I doing in Newfoundland? I was doing a clinic. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Just doing my clinic on songwriting and production, career stuff, a little teaching. It was really fun. Let's see, reading all your comments. Reading your comments. Well, dudes, I think I'm going to split pretty quick here. I know this was a short one, but I am knackered. Braxel says, I've seen a video of the classic rock show playing Rainbow. Since you've been gone, you were not in the band. Do you play that song now? No, but we did it on the first tour that I was on, 2020. They used to do it. It's a cool tune. It's funny, songs like that in America, people would be like, I think I've heard this song before, unless they're real Rainbow fans. But over in Europe, that's just like a classic rock standard, I think. Rainbow in general, like Deep Purple even, not as big, right, in America as Europe, where they were as big as Led Zeppelin or bigger, just huge, I think. So Deep Purple, big deal. Rob says, thank you. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Rob. Appreciate that, man. You're the best. Appreciate ya. Yeah. Glad you dropped in. Gotta have those chats on Sundays. Totally. I love doing this. What? No dessert? I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna go for a walk, actually, and see what else is. I want to get out of this hood and go walk down the street a little bit and see what else is going on. And, maybe I'll have a little more food later or something. But this was great. Next week, I think I've got a special guest. So I was speaking with Jen Majura about coming on the show, and next week was the week, but we haven't spoken in a minute, so I still have to make sure that it's cool. So I think that's going to happen next week. And a week after that, or maybe the following week, I got somebody that I can't tell you yet, but it's a big deal. So I hope that it works out, and we'll see. It's going to happen, I think, but I just can't promise. Really want it to happen in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. So if I can put that together, I'm going to put it together, and it'll be exciting and fun. So please come back for Sunday Live real soon. I saw Aldo Nova blow away Rainbow in '84. Alex Lifeson in October. I would love to have Alex Lifeson on the show. I don't think he's into it yet, but we'll see. He did that great interview with Chris Shiflett, though. See, he's cooler than me. He's in the Foo Fighters, so there you go. Maybe someday Alex will come on. Grates us with his presence. Can you clarify your delays? 1 or 2 SD 3000s. So I use a MXR Echoplex in front of my amp in a loop on my switcher, and I just kick it in for tape style delays occasionally. I've got a tap tempo button for it on my pedal board as well, so I can tap in a quarter note. SE 3000, I have the new EVH version, the pedal, and I run it in stereo. and it's running in parallel as well. So I got to show you guys my new rig, my new pedal board. I haven't done that yet, but I will soon. When I get a chance, I'll make a proper video of the way I'm doing things now. But both the H90 and the SD3000 are now in parallel on my pedal board, and they sound amazing, man. Like super good, really dimensional and clear, and the tone's just ripping, and the delay sounds beautiful. The SD delay just sounds awesome, and the reverbs and everything coming out of the H90 also stellar. So I'm very happy with the rig right now. Sounds super good. I'll make a proper video sometime soon. Yeah, I've just been busy. I haven't been able to get to it because it goes straight into rehearsals very soon and learning a ton of songs for a tour with Nick Carter. So it's going to be a great show, by the way. If anybody wants to come out, there's going to be a lot of cool surprises and stuff in the show. I really think it's going to be a fun tour. He wants to have a lot of fun and just play a lot of cool stuff. So it's like, that's all I'll say, but it's going to be great. Really good show, I think. A great show for both fans of his and just music fans in general that love, you know, great music from, you know, the last, I don't know, 30 years. So it's gonna be a blast. So, all right, you guys. I hope that you. Oh, there's another. I'll grab a couple more questions here. Does the Echoplex have the preamp boost built in? Not technically. Music Life with Arthur says Nick Carter. Yeah, from Backstreet. He's from Backstreet. He's an amazing singer, and I have actually not met him yet, but evidently just a lovely guy. So I'm looking forward to meeting him and getting in rehearsals and stuff. Thanks for all the great videos, says Jacques. Thank you, man. Trying to read your comment there, but I'm having trouble getting it to pop up on the screen. You sent me a super chat. It's for some reason celebrate the first super chat from Jacques. Oh, okay. Let's celebrate. How do I do that? Jeez, YouTube is so silly sometimes. They add these features like, and it wants me to celebrate this first super chat from Jacques. I'm clicking on it, and it's just giving me a another screen that is not helpful. So, anyways, I hope you didn't have a question for me, dude, because I know you just left me a great big super chat, but I appreciate you. Thank you. You are constantly busy. You know, it's been great, man. I mean, I can't complain. It's been a hell of a year. Really busy, lots of touring, and Philip's saying Jacques just said thank you for the videos. Hey, thank you guys. Ooh, it's starting to rain. Okay, I guess that's changing my evening a little bit, unless I can go back and find an umbrella. I'm gonna go inside. With that, I'm gonna sign off because it's actually raining out here now, and I don't want to get wet. But thank you guys. Thanks for the super chats, and I'll see you next week for Sunday Live. Same time as usual, 11:30 to 11:45, somewhere in there. I'll put up the watch page a couple days before, and some great guests coming up over the next couple of weeks, and it's gonna be good. So thanks. And if anybody's watching that has attended the clinic over the weekend, really appreciate you. Thanks for driving all the way from here all the way out to Trinity Hall, and I am a blessed individual. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. I'll see you soon.